right, thank you. So we arrived in Southampton about 20 minutes ago, and amazingly we were already on board. It was very smooth. It was raining unfortunately when we arrived, so we didn't bother filming. The car was taken away because we're leaving from one terminal and arriving at another one, so that's going to be interesting when we get back. Hopefully the car will be there. So yeah, it was literally, as I say, 20 minutes from going through. We went straight to the check-in desk. Did all that, went through security, no queues at all, and yeah, we're on board and in our cabin already.
Very, very excited.
Yeah, me too.
We're on a ship. I love being on a ship. Incredibly smooth embarkation. I've never known anything so quiet. I assume we hit a quiet time, and everything is immaculate. You'd think you're the first passengers on board here. And the Cunard welcome is second to none. I mean, we've been on many cruise ships and they're always lovely. But we've literally been virtually from person to person all the way up to our cabin. Which,
we have, even on the lifts, weren't they? They were there.
Yeah. Being very, very thoughtful and welcoming us onto the ship.
I did think the guys at check-in looked a little bit like the ones in Titanic, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. But
I didn't notice. Could have told me.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully we're not going to get that sinking feeling.
No. But the cabin is beautiful.
It is lovely.
As you saw, it's recently refitted. And it's lovely. I can't wait to go and get some lunch.
Absolutely. Should we go and get some?
Let's do that.
Okay. Every day on board the ship, we're only here for 2 unfortunately, you get one of these, which is called the Daily Programme, and so it has everything in there about what's going on in the ship, the restaurant times, the buffet times, the spa times, all the entertainment, everything that's going on is in here. So this is your Bible for the week, basically. Unfortunately, as I say, for us, sadly just 2 days, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it anyway.
And what I do with the Bible is forget to look at it and chuck it on the sofa, because there's more to life, like the sea view and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's outrageous. You have to follow it.
I don't want to go and play bingo.
But I want to play bingo. No.
Naughty dancing. It's fine. We'll look at the sea.
Oh, okay. But I do want to know when the food's ready.
Yeah, we need the food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
Fair enough.
We really should go and get that buffet.
Yeah, lunch.
Okay, let's go.
So here's the buffet area on the Queen Elizabeth. We came down to get ourselves a bit of lunch. The buffet area is much smaller than expected, I have to be honest. We managed to get a very tasty meal in the end. It was pork chops, curly fries and a little bit of salad or vegetables for Dan. That was the only choice that suited us. There was a lot of fish, quite a bit of cheese, and another pork option, but obviously we only want one pork, so yeah, it was nice. We got a good meal, but it was pork or pork, so. Here's Dan having a go at the ice cream. We can never resist a soft serve. Unfortunately, it shuts at 5 o'clock on the Queen Elizabeth. The Queen Mary used to run it till midnight, which was fun, because go and get an ice cream, have a walk on deck, but catch it early.
Not bad, is it? No. You don't look like you're panicking. Run!
Quick, where's the life jacket?
Quick! Let's go! Oh, I don't like that. That was good. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's quite nice. It's sweet.
It's 8:30 now, so we're heading out for dinner. We're all dressed up this evening. There's two options for dinner. It's either 6 o'clock or 8:30. There's no flexible dining or anything like that with the Cunard lines. So yeah, as I say, we opted for the 8:30.
It's nice to have the extra time, particularly if you're having a day trip out. And we're having a couples weekend, so we've got no kids with us, so no one to think
That's
about. No one to think about eating early. Although we're not that dressed up, you know, it's just like a blouse and then trousers. It is quite nice to get a little bit dressed up for dinner, although not so much if you're in the Caribbean and just off the beach. That can be a real pain.
No, that can be, can't it? We've done that before.
Yeah, you just no one's feeling it at that point.
No, all you want to be in is shorts and t-shirt, and
Lots.
exactly. At least tonight it's cold, and it just feels like, you know, a nice opportunity to sort of dress up and go out for a meal.
Yeah, it's like date night, really.
It is really, yeah.
It's very nice.
So we're back from the restaurant, and we thought we'd give you a bit of a review of the food, quite frankly. We couldn't actually say much in the restaurant. It was so noisy. We were given a two-seater table, and it was so close to the tables next to us, you may as well have been on a table for six, quite frankly. Now the food. So the menu, well, we nearly walked out when we saw the menu. The food, it just wasn't to our sort of choice. I mean, you can see the menu now on screen, but I mean,
It lacked balance.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it lacked choices. It was seafood, vegetarian, and the odd, slightly unusual choice like guinea fowl, which I wouldn't want to eat.
No.
Please note that the other people on the other tables were lovely.
Absolutely,
And
they
it was
were
like
lovely.
an
Yeah.
in the trenches experience.
It was, and I think we all felt the same really about the food, which was, it just went to show really. I mean, it's a British cruise line catering for British people, and they kind of messed
It
up
was
really.
unusual food. I mean,
Yeah.
there's an everyday menu that all cruise lines do, and because we've done a lot of cruises, we realised that and asked the maitre d' about it, but it isn't on the menu as it normally would be. So we ordered a Caesar salad as a starter, and a sirloin steak with baked potato for the main.
And that wasn't very good, was it?
It
really?
was very poor.
Yeah.
The
very
Caesar
chewy.
salad was lovely.
Yeah, the Caesar salad wasn't chewy, to be clear.
No, that was very nice. But the steak was literally the worst steak I've ever had.
Yeah,
And
I think I'd agree.
I mean, I never order a steak from a restaurant I don't feel's up to cooking it, but this is a Cunard cruise line.
You'd
and
kind of think you'd get the best,
wouldn't
you?
I would say it was a rump steak. I would be amazed if that was sirloin, and it was very chewy, and really I ate it because I knew the buffet was shut and I was going to be really hungry, and also by this time it's about 9 o'clock at night, so we're quite peckish.
There's not much available, is there, other than that, really?
We're going to go and check it out now.
We will,
obviously,
yes,
but,
yeah.
There's pizza and things like that.
There is. I
probably.
think we're going to be eating that, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we went to Café Rouge last night, just before the cruise, and the steaks there were a million times better, I would say, wouldn't you?
It was a dreadful steak. Had I been paying for it directly, I would have sent it back and said, don't bother.
Yeah, exactly.
I never do that. We're not fussy people.
No.
But that was really poor. So Cunard, shame on you.
Shame on you indeed.
Shame on you, Cunard.
And then just to add insult to injury, we ordered 2 Diet Cokes, which, well, it took a while for them to take the order, didn't it?
A long time. About 5 requests.
Yes, it did. And we got the bill at the end, and was it £8.65 for 2 Diet Cokes?
Yeah. So
wow.
we obviously took them with us.
Yeah, well, of
have
course
them
we
here
did.
now.
Yeah, of course we did.
Because they're clearly
Exactly.
gold-plated or something. It's
They,
really
they must be, yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, the pudding, which was on main menu, was absolutely superb. In fact,
It was.
we wanted 10 because we thought we were able to fill
It
up
was,
then.
yeah,
It
unfortunately.
was so good, we
yeah,
were more or less licking the plate.
we were too embarrassed to ask for another one, really, weren't we? But we will go to the buffet now and see if they've got the same on the menu.
That happens. If ever you have a cake in the main restaurant that you really like, really good stuff, go down to the buffet and it will be there under some very similar guise.
It will.
So that's a
Fingers crossed.
top tip.
We'll check in later and let you know.
Bye.
Bye.
It's always one.
So we've decided to have a nice sort of like snack this evening, and this is the only restaurant open. Well, I think you can probably tell what the problem is.
And this is deck 9.
Oh yeah, this
so
is.
we've got cabins above and below with possibly children trying to sleep.
Yeah, this is it 11 o'clock at night? Yeah, so I can't imagine people above or below are getting much sleep at this exact
A
moment.
lot for those cabins.
Oh, huge amount, huge amount.
A bit more than a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go, Cunard at its best.